Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. No, this isn't a series just yet. But it might become a series if you guys want it to be a series. Let's switch on some lights over here. I'm looking to do a multiplayer series or maybe even a single player series. I haven't decided quite yet, but multiplayer would be the best one with a couple of streamers and YouTubers. So I'm looking to do that, and I just want to see what the potential feedback is on a demo episode. So I'm actually on the crashed red ship at the moment. This is just one of the basic starts. It's survival mode. There's nothing too major going on here. If you're new to Space Engineers, well, it's a sandbox exploration game. In sorts, but it's also survival, and you've got to fight off asteroids, meteors, pirates. If you're on planets, you can go on planets. You've got to fight off wolves and weird robots and whatnot. And wow, I don't like what. Oh, apparently now I'm sideways and now I'm stuck. Let's do that. Okay, so there is these weird gravity boots, and I don't like them. From the last time I played, we never used to have gravity boots like we have now, and they're a bit awkward. But yeah, I'm looking to make this a multiplayer series, which should be pretty cool. I can't move from here again. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to do, and I'd like some feedback potentially on whether or not this is a good idea. It would probably be something that I have maybe twice a week or something like that, and possibly in half-an-hour episodes, or maybe even, I don't know, I might even start doing it once every 2 days or something like that, and it'll be also streamed on, so it'll be partly shown. All the episodes will be on my channel, but there'll also be streaming going on other channels. Maybe even I might even stream it myself. I don't know. I really don't know. I might end up streaming it myself and then splitting it up for this. So there is that. As you can see right now, I'm just trying to repair a crashed ship. There isn't too much going on over here, and I'm going to show you the basics of Space Engineers over the next 15-20 minutes. I also haven't decided sort of the scenario. I'll have to talk to that with the few people that I'm talking to on the potential multiplayer side. So I'll have to talk about the scenario or what we want to do and what our end goal is. If you guys have ideas though, then do let me know, and then maybe we can incorporate some of those ideas onto it. And other thing is, as I'm planning this series, if you do support me on Patreon, might as well just throw it out there. If you do support me on Patreon, any reward now gets you access to the Discord, so even if it's $1 a month, and on that Discord I'll be talking more about this, and you guys can give me more feedback and, you know, say, right, look, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want to do this, we want to do this. And if you do give a certain amount, hey, if you want to join the server, we'll add you on, and we can play with more people instead of maybe 2 or 3 as I'm currently planning. Maybe we can play with 6, 7, 8. Right, what are things looking like? Up here it's an absolute mess. So let me just clean up a bit of this. Ooh, that's straight into that rock as I fix that. So yeah, just ideas. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is going to be a fairly good series. I think it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting, it's going to be very, very technical. It could last a very long time as well. What on earth is up with this lot? And we won't be doing this scenario. Obviously, this is the scenario that's been done so many times before. Wow, that's built out quite nicely now. Very nice. Just damage over here. Like that. That looks pretty good. Got some damage out over here. Is that a reactor down here? That's a reactor. That's going to need to be filled up and fixed. There we go, down here. Maybe we'll be starting on a planet, I don't know. Start on a planet or something like that. That was weird. Looked like some sort of adaptive tessellation kicking in or something there. That was really weird. And this is, of course, a beta game still. It's been in alpha and beta for years. I've had this title since, what, 2011, 2012? I can't remember when. I think it was 2011 when it first came out, or something like that. Really, really early on in its development cycle, I had it, and I genuinely like this title. Yes, it's got glitches, it's got bugs, but I genuinely like this title. It's really interesting to play, but it's so much better when you're playing multiplayer. When you're playing it single player, it's not as good, not as fun to play. I'm just watching my energy, so you can see on the HUD down there, you can see I've got my health, which is 100, my oxygen, which is 79. We've got my energy, which is 60. So what's going to be really important is I think I'm going to need to airtight part of the ship so that I don't use up all the oxygen, and I can take my oxygen mask off. That's what I'm thinking might be very, very important to do. So, right, if I straighten myself up, that looks a little bit better. Got some damage over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back myself up as well, if I can. Thrusters seem to be on. These things down here naturally are landing gears. We've got a door over here. Can I not? Ah, that's it. Used to be T to interact with these. Now it's F to interact with these. So I'm going to get rid of that, and let's have a... Now this area is not airtight for some reason either. I was kind of hoping all of this would be potentially airtight. So this is a medical bay over here. A large ion thruster right behind it. There's a medical room. Got some conveyors. Here we go. This is our oxygen, isn't it? Air vent. Here we go. Right, I think we've got some problems with our oxygen generators or something. Do we even have an oxygen generator? Oxygen or air tightness disabled in world settings. Oh, that's what it is. So really, I don't need to worry about that. So for this, I've just... Yeah, I haven't done that right. I'm still used to pressing T. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to back this ship up just a little bit. In fact, best way to do that is switch the inertial dampers off and just back it up. There we go. That's moving the ship. I've forgotten how to move the camera. Just the camera on its own. There used to be a way to do that. That's up and down, so space and C. Very good. QNE is rolling the ship. And that's sort of slowly turning the ship. So I'm actually going to back this ship up a little bit more. You can hear it makes noises. Naturally, it's not... You don't really get noises in space, but I've got noises on purpose. And something like that looks pretty good for me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Not do that. I'm going to... in fact... No, I can't... Huh. Apparently I can't get air tightness, so I can't actually... Well, that's going to be a little bit awkward. I can't actually take my mask off because I need oxygen, but I can't do air tightness. So, well, that's going to be awkward. Let's get out of here. Where do I need to go? Let's get back on this. Let's wander around here. Let's have a look around this ship and see what's around. So if I remember, last time out, this was a reactor room. So we should be looking at... There we go. That's a reactor. I don't know what the other thing is up there then. That's one of our reactors. And that's a thruster right behind it. Wow, that's a little bit close. We've got... Looks like we've got things connected underneath. That's not very airtight, is it? So that's something to look at. And that's the outside world. As you can see, that's our ship from the outside. You can see how badly damaged the front is. It's not supposed to look like that at the front at all. It's like half the ship has been ripped away. So yeah, that needs to be looked at. Over here we've got a cargo container down here, which we can access. So you can see we've got, well, I've got a couple of oxygen, got an oxygen bottle. We do have an oxygen generator, that's good. And you can see we've got a bunch of things over here in the refinery, which we can then switch on. The refinery is currently off. And we've got a bunch of uranium as well. Uranium's our fuel here, as well as solar cells. We've got a connector over here. Is that a connector? Yeah, that's a connector. I'm not too sure what that does. So the last time I played this, we didn't have a connector. A collector we did have. Maybe we did have a connector then. What else is around here? Nothing much. Another door to enter. If you're wondering why I've not been hit by meteorites yet, I've switched them off for now. And there's our wonderful ion thrusters. They've changed a lot in the years. They used to look very different to what they look like now. And there's one of our conveyor systems. So that one's working, but the other one is clearly damaged. It requires construction components, small steel tubes, motors, interior plates. So the way you play this game is you build things, you get things, you have to work on building things up. You have to have refineries refining ores, you collect ores, you build more stuff, you then build up stuff, you can automate things, stuff like that. So it's actually, we're going to open this all up because there's no point I'm going to run out of oxygen by the end of this episode, but that's fine. I'm just going to open all this up. There's really no point me not having any of this open. There we go. So that's the refinery over there. That's the oxygen, nope, that's the nuclear reactor over there. We're going to go down. Obviously we don't have any gravity at the moment, it seems, as well. Now we may have a gravity generator on this ship, actually. What is this? Is this a large cargo container? This must be a large cargo container. That's a gyroscope to repair this as well. Now that was like tack welding right there. Yeah, always tack the four corners first. Right, now we need some steel plates to fix these up. So that's, we can look in here and see if they're available. What do we have available here? We have 100 construction components, small steel tubes, large steel tubes. So as a matter of fact, if we were to drag these in to our inventory and also go to control panel, and we'll switch on a few things. Let's switch on our refinery. There we go. That might be actually on now, doing something. There's our oxygen tank. There's our oxygen generator. So at least there's some of that. Stockpile. Yeah, let's on that. Auto refill on bottles of oxygen. Yeah, we'll have that just in case. Right, that looks good to me. We've got an assembler over here. Let's switch that on as well. So an assembler allows us to assemble things. I don't know where the assembler is. Is that the assembler? No, that's a refinery. And you can hear that at work. There you go. So you can hear that at work. Here's the assembler. And we've got another assembler over here that's fairly damaged. So over here we can build things. So what we're going to do, actually, is we're just going to see if we can bring this conveyor system back online on this side. So this is from the other reactor. So let's see what we need on here. So we can do that. We need some motors and interior plates. So motors and interior plates is what we need. So we're going to hop up over here, and because we've got partial conveyor system working, there's a conveyor junction, we can actually just access it from here. So I'm going to access it from this assembler, and we're going to see what is around. So what did we need? We need motors and interior plates. So it looks like we've got no motors and interior plates. However, we can sort some production out over here for motors and interior plates. So we can go over here and we can go motor, and we'll go for, I don't know, we're going to go for, let's say 15 of them. And you can see because it's going from on the conveyor system, we can build these up. So we can build this whole lot up, and then we're going to go for interior plates. I didn't even know how much we needed. Probably not 100. So I'm actually going to, there we go, 10, that's what we wanted. There we go. Okay, something made a weird noise. That's an unknown signal. I don't know what that is. 2.86 kilometers away. T-minus 14 minutes. It's very, very close to us. Can we see it from here? No? No, we can't see anything from here. Right, and then we can go over here. Oh, well, what I forgot to do, this is going to happen a lot if I end up doing a series, is I forgot to actually pick them up. So I have them in the assembler and I haven't picked them up. So let's actually pick those up, both of them. We might need more interior plates, to be honest. I didn't even read that. So we're actually going to go production and go... Let's make another 20 interior plates. But yeah, if you have interest for this, please do let me know. And then I'm going to put that in my own inventory. And we're going to go around this way. And I most likely will be adding a few mods here and there. Nothing too major, but definitely some... Oh no, we didn't need it. Yes, we are going to need it because we need to build another one over here. So we're going to go to G to get to our menu. We're going to type in conveyor. And it's... which one is it? This one, conveyor tube? Small conveyor tube. I think it's conveyor tube. I'm going to drag that down over to where our gyroscope is. I'm going to see if I can connect it up. I can connect it up. Go back to our welder and build that up. And we now don't have small steel tubes. Very good. And you can see over there, SPRT, commercial freighter. That's an enemy. That's red. That's an enemy. So we're going to have to deal with those as well. If I go ahead and do a series of this. But this is really, really, you know, this is one of the best, or... It's got problems. It does have problems, but I think on the face of it, it's actually really good. It's actually genuinely quite good because there is nothing like it, first of all, so that makes it the best that there is. But not only is there nothing like it, it's just really, really enjoyable to play. There's a lot you can do with this. And there we go. That's all gone green. And you can see I can actually paint these. Something to show you on that, actually. If I go 7, I go to that, I can change the colour. You can see at the bottom I'm changing the colour. So I'm going to change it to, let's go red. And we can middle click and change the colour. So I think there's another way to get to the colour palette, but I don't know. I don't know how. There is another way to get to the... Is it P? There we go. We can pick any colour we want. That's how you do it. So you press P and you can pick any colour you want. And then 0 goes back to nothing. So that's now active. So that means that that place can get uranium too. To end this episode off, I might as well show you that... Ooh, without hitting that. We haven't got so much oxygen. Might as well show you the little bit that is mining, for example. So I'm actually going to go into here and I'm going to do a little bit of mining. So go along here. I can just drill into this. And you can see that we've got this all around, and because there's no gravity, it's probably floated off somewhere. There we go. It's up here. And you can see it's come up with the drill that there's iron. So I can just drill away, getting iron, and then we can use that iron, we can refine that iron and get it. So once we refine that iron, we can use it to make other things. So I'm actually going to just drill a little bit into a hole over here. I'm going to keep the hole fairly small, essentially using my body to stop too much getting out. And you can see I'm almost up to maximum capacity anyway. So you can see on the inventory, where is that? That iron something I can pick up? I don't know. Oh, there's a chunk of iron. Inventory. There we go. I am now full. Well, it tells us inventory full. So my inventory is full, and I need to return back to my ship. And we'll stick this in the refinery. But now that we've got that conveyor system up and running, or at least part of that conveyor system up and running, we can this is the refinery, we'll just throw it in there, and then we can switch it out to whichever way we want to switch it out to. So we've got iron, we've got silicon, we've got cobalt, we've got nickel. right there. We've got some platinum down there and some more nickel over there. So these are ingots. This is what we can use to assemble things. These are ores. This is what needs to be refined. Very, very simple. I think I'm actually going to end it there. Ice is what we can use to make oxygen, I believe. So that's going to be helpful for us as well. What else is there on this rock? Looks like this rock has been battered quite a bit. Looks like this is just a rock of iron and ice and stone. So there we have it. And that's basically Space Engineers, and there's a lot you can do with it. Oh no, here, this is uranium. This is going to be our fuel. So we can use all of that to fuel our reactors once they're refined. So very, very important. As you can see, there are asteroids everywhere. You can have planets, you can have all sorts of stuff. Let me know if you want to see this on this channel. I'll try and get a multiplayer set up. Might even just do a couple of multiplayer episodes regardless to see if it picks up. And if it does pick up, I'll do more. But I would really, really like your feedback. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on... Let's just fix that up. For more videos on Space Engineers, leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think of Space Engineers and whether you want to see it. And do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Your support would be massively, massively appreciated, and it will also help me out because if you do support me on Patreon, you get access to Discord, build up the community there, and you guys can influence the kind of content that I actually create. Once again, thank you very much for watching as I fix all this up. And I will see you guys in another episode, hopefully, very, very soon, of Space Engineers. And it's not going to be on this crash red ship. This is just a bit of a demo. I'll see you guys then.